Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Jair Alexander that time able to knock that one away.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched his move for move and knocked it away.
On second down, here's Smith. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. Credit the Giants defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports.
Lions 3, Giants nothing.
3rd down, Rosen. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
2nd and 14. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Lions 1st down.
Throwing is Eason. That's complete to Smith. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
47-yard line.
From the gun, Eason. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line.
A gain of 13 yards.
They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they run with Smith. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 35-yard line.
Eason on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Lions on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Eason. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they're able to double their lead in this 1st half. It's 6-0. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are still in search of their first points in the ball game, but only down 6-0 as they begin with a first down.
Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
First and 10, Eason.
And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
He was covered by Jair Alexander.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Eason. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That one good for 37 yards.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Here we go now with Smith. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Smith is the lone man in the backfield here as they get ready for second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. Third and goal.
From the gun, Eason. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Check. 53, come on.
Rosen will throw. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Check, 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 check. Hey, alert, alert.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. They set up the screen for Henry. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
At the 30-yard line.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Here's Rosen to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Giants on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is third down and 12. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
By the Lions.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And yet I hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Darius Slayton, his second touchdown on the season. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
And he's got it to make it now 13-0.
Makes the score Lions 13, Giants nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
He was brought down by...
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Out of the shotgun, here's Fromm.
Jordan Reed has it.
And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 11 and a Giant 1st down.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone, and he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
On the run, it's Smith. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The ball carried by number...
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it now with Smith. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Giants got this back, and they will hold on to the possession. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now Fromm to pass on 2nd down.
Airing this one out for Evans. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
30-yard line.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on
a big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Detroit.
Touchdown.
A big play there. 77 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
On the carry.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd and 4.
Here's Fromm to throw.
He's got Evans.
And he will have a Giants first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They go counter with Breida. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Fromm. And his pass incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On third down, a run from Breida. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on second and third. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for New York. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a third down and about 9 to go.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
I smell fear in that offense. 25, check 25, check 25.
Again, it's Smith. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Fielded just inside the 20. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Fromm. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
And the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing is Fromm. And he finds the tight end, Reed.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And this will be a Giants first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's the reason we ball for.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Looking to throw from.
Over the middle, it's complete.
And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now this throw caught left side, and they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
20-yard line.
Third quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Smith. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was a 3rd long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. First down carry for Henry. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Defense wins championships, baby. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Switch up. Switch up.
Again, it's Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Let him know. Let him know. Let him know.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
They'll run it with Madison. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Going to run with Madison again. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 34. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
Let's go now. Viking 18.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll move the chains.
2 yards on the play. And the Lions first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line.
He's tackled at the
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Up 2nd and 7.
Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there, and now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. They'll run it here with Smith. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
8-yard line. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Pressure, he's brought down. That's Deron Payne with a sack that time.
That right now,
taken down.
That's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 51's the mic. I'm coming after you.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. He'll look to throw. They'll set up a screen for Breida. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets.